So let's do the charts now, okay? So on my website, if you go on my website and have a look at the spreadsheets, you can see the charts here. These are the screenshots of the charts. There's 5 charts. There's the 2 column charts, 1 line chart, and 2 pie charts. So let's start by copying this big picture, copy image, paste it into our spreadsheet so we have some reference somewhere here, so we don't need to be going back and forth. So when this happens, that you zoom out or zoom in like I did now, and your numbers change into hashtags, don't panic. All that means is that the column is too narrow to show the number in its entirety, so you just have to adjust the column width. So you can double click here on the little line between the I and J, and then it changes it for you automatically. So for every chart, like we can see, the first chart is supposed to show the weekly sales. Yeah, it has the title that says weekly sales. If a chart has no title, it's a useless chart. If a chart has no data labels, it's going to be a useless chart. So we can see that the x-axis, the horizontal axis, says daily sales, whereas our y-axis has labels, which is clearly money. So our weekly sales will show us how the different products contributed to the total weekly sales. Like in my case, the products could be, or in the previous case, from the screenshot, it's espresso, cappuccino, cafe latte, tea, and so on. Whereas in my case, I have here, I'll have my pets. So hamster, guinea pig, dog, cat, goldfish. So I want to see how these different types of animals contributed to the total sales. So for each chart, I need 2 things. I need data and labels. Data is the numbers that I want to show, which in our case will be the sales, and the labels will be some text that explain the data, that describe the data, so I know what the numbers stand for. So I need to highlight these guys and those guys. These are my numbers, these are my labels for the numbers. The problem is that I can't make a selection that consists of 2 non-adjacent areas. So in order to make a selection like that, I have to hold the control key after I've made this first selection. I've made the first selection, now I hold the control key, keep holding it, select my labels now, let go of the control key, and now I can click insert, and let's do the recommended chart. Yeah, and it automatically recommends a column chart. Okay, so now there's some work I need to get done here. So first of all, I need to change the title to something that's more suitable. So it's going to say, let's say, weekly sales. Secondly, I want to be showing the numbers like I see them here. Yeah. So where do I do that? Well, in here, at chart element, and so axis titles, chart title, we have that. Axis title, that would be useful to have there as well. So the primary horizontal axis represents the different products. So different products. And I guess that's kind of needless here, though, because it's self-explanatory when it says hamster, guinea pig, dog, cat, and goldfish. Okay, but I want those numbers there for each of those categories. So what I want is data labels, more data label options, and now, as you can see, the value is the one I want. Value. So let's go and make sure value's there. Yes. Okay, good. So you can close this now. Got the values in. Now the last thing I want to do for this chart is that I want every column to be of different color, like I have it here in the screenshot. So what you want to do is you want to click the chart, and then you want to click the bars, like I did now. Just click one of them. It'll select all of them for you. And now you want to click on the Format tab up here. And change colors. Let's see if that helps. No, that did not help. What I want to do is I want to click on all of these, and in the fill, I want to make sure that I vary colors by point. Okay? So in the paint bucket fill in line, I want to make sure that this is checked. Vary colors by point. So I'll repeat. You want to click shape fill. Sorry, how did I get there again? Need to double click. And in here, in the format, where was that at? Here we go. I double clicked it and it came up, format the data series. And I want to make sure that here in Paint Bucket I have vary colors by point. And now, as you can see, each and every one of those colors is different. If I don't like the color combinations there, well, under chart design I can choose a different color combination. Yeah, let's see this one. Okay, I got the first chart done, and in a very similar way you will do all the other types of charts. Let me just do one more, which is the total sales contribution, which is a pie chart. Okay, so that one is showing the different products and how they contribute to the total sales, which is actually a very good application for pie charts, that you show how different parts contribute to the whole. And we have the percentages, they're calculated automatically. It was not typed in, those percentages, those were calculated by Excel. So let's see how we can do that. So I need my products, I need my sales, so I hold the control key to do that selection. Click insert, click recommended chart. It's going to be, pie chart's going to be one of the recommended charts. And now give it a title. That's just the products contribution to the total sales. Okay. Now I want, if I click on the pie chart, now I want, there's some ready-made formats here, but rarely ever does it have everything you need. Like this one does have almost everything we need, but it doesn't have the names of the products right on the slices, on those segments of the pie chart. So anyway, the best way to do it is just clicking Add Chart Element, Data Labels, more data label options, and now I can fine-tune what I want. Here, the very last button that says Label Options, I want the percentage. I don't need the value, but just the percentage. I don't need the leader lines for that. And I would like to see the series, not the series, but the category names. Yeah, so it shows like goldfish, cat, dog. So I don't need the legend down there at the bottom. It makes it more reader friendly this way. So now I can do away with the legend. Just click it and hit the delete button. And I'm done with the pie chart. So got the second chart done, and there's 3 more to go. Yeah, so you would do the other charts in a very similar way. You just want to make sure you know what your data is and what your labels are. That's really the most important thing. And then you modify the chart elements, the data labels, more data label options where you can turn things on and off. And when you're changing the colors, make sure that you are in the data points, you in data series, that you in here you vary colors by point. Yeah, so that's